Please be seated. Our special guest of honor, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Senate President, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, ably represented by Distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan, Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense. Distinguished members of the National Assembly here present, the National Security Advisor, Malan Nuhu Ribadu, the Chief of Staff to the President, Right Honorable Femi Bajabiamila, GCFR, the Honorable Minister of Defense, Alhaji Muhammadu Badr Abakar, CON, MNI, the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Muhammadu Idris, the Chief of Defense Staff, who is also the chief host for this historic occasion, Service Chiefs and Inspector General of Police, our former Chiefs of Defense Staff, I can see Air Marshal Admiral Ola Saad Ibrahim, Lieutenant General Ihejerika, and Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya. The Directors General of DSS and NIA, heads of ministries, departments, and agencies here present, Chairman, NDLEA, Brigadier General M.M. Marwa, retired, heads of paramilitary organizations here present, the amiable wife of the Chief of Defense Staff, Mrs. Ogogo Musa, President, Defense and Police Officers Wives Association. I also recognize the presidents of NAOA, NOAA, NAFOA, and POA. Principal staff officers from Defense and Service Headquarters, commandants and commanders of military units and formations, very senior officers serving and retired, captains of industries, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, the Acting Director of Defense Information. I have the honor and privilege to be the Master of Ceremony for this historic groundbreaking ceremony of the new Armed Forces Complex here in Asokoro, Lungi Barracks, Abuja. No doubt, today marks a significant milestone in the commitment to strengthen the operational capabilities of the Nigerian Armed Forces by the leadership of the Armed Forces of Nigeria under the able leadership of the Chief of Defense Staff and our service chiefs. This is also in line with His Excellency the President's renewed hope agenda of improving critical infrastructure across the country. Your Excellency, sir, we are indeed grateful and highly honored to have you in our midst this afternoon. Sir, permit me to take you through the items of our program for today's event. Immediately, we'll be having a welcome address by the chief host, the Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria. This will be followed by remarks by the Minister of Defense, His Excellency Muhammadu Badr Abubakar. This will be followed by a goodwill message from the chief host, the landlord of Abuja, the Honorable Minister of FCT. There will be introduction of the project content by the project manager, Julius Berger, Nigeria Limited, Dr. Pierre Lubash. This will be followed by the special guest of honor's address. Immediately after that, the Chief of Defense Staff will be making special presentation to the President and Commander-in-Chief, and he will lead him to the venue for the groundbreaking ceremony and also take him to the venue for the brief inspection of Nigerian armored personnel carriers, another landmark achievement under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thereafter, we'll be taking group photograph, national anthem, and Mr. President will depart. At this point, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to invite the 18th Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria, General Christopher Gwabi Musa, OFR, to formally welcome the Commander-in-Chief, the CDS, sir.
Thank you very much, General Gusau. The special guest of honor, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Senate President, His Excellency Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, GCON, ably represented by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense, the Chairman, State House of Committees on Defense, and the Secretary General to the Federation, the National Security Advisor, our own Honorable Minister of Defense, Honorable Minister of Information. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocols for want of time. It is with profound gratitude to God Almighty that I acknowledge everyone present here today and welcome you to the groundbreaking ceremony of the Nigerian Armed Forces Complex. This momentous occasion marks a significant milestone in our nation's journey towards enhancing the capabilities and readiness of our armed forces. Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, we embark on this journey to create a state-of-the-art facility that will serve as a beacon of excellence and testament to our dedication and to modernization of the armed forces of this great nation. The location of our current armed forces complex in Garki was initially envisaged as a temporary site headquarters for the three services. However, owing to the transformation, expansion, and increasing role of the armed forces in managing the nation's security landscape, the complex has gradually become inadequate to accommodate the expanding departments of the defense and service headquarters. Accordingly, the proposed new complex is designed to address this challenge with ultra-modern facilities that will support strategic and operational responses against both conventional and unconventional threats in the country. The choice of this location took cognizance of the strategic disposition of existing landmarks and geographical features, including the range of Umpape Hills and Aso Rock, which offers a natural security barrier, as well as its proximity to other military barracks and formations. This location will further mitigate the incessant movement of military convoys and personnel within the city center. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in our quest to achieve the best outcomes consistent with international best practices and befitting of Mr. President's high infrastructural standards, the Defense Headquarters engaged the services of Julius Berger Nigeria Limited to undertake this historic project. The choice of Julius Berger Nigeria is based on its track records of performance, assured value for money, and the ability to replicate the feat it achieved with the construction of the Office of the National Security Advisor and the National Counterterrorism Center in record time. May I therefore seize this opportunity with the deepest respect and shared vision for our country's future to most sincerely thank Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his vision in emplacing a highly professional and responsive armed forces. Sir, your exemplary leadership and unwavering commitment has further spurred the armed forces to an exponential drive towards the indigenization of our military-industrial complex. It is therefore with pride that we also showcase some of our made in Nigeria military hardware as a pathway for further growth and development. Recently, Mr. President, you signed the DICOM bill, which empowered us to collaborate with original equipment manufacturers to manufacture equipment in situ. We have gone ahead to match those directives with words and action. And here we have a few of these vehicles that we have had civilian counterparts, including military construction groups that have come together to be able to start the production of locally manufactured and MRAPs for our use. We have realized that over time, because we've not been able to produce, it's been difficult getting these things even with our money. But these directives has ensured that we have started production, and this will enable us build the capacity of our armed forces. These combat enablers were developed locally by the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria, the Command Engineering Depot of the Nigerian Army, at Rigachukwu, and other indigenous military hardware manufacturing companies such as Proforce, Imperium, and the others. The determination and resilience of these companies has no doubt enhanced the operational effectiveness of our armed forces. Your Excellency, sir, let me also utilize this opportunity to warmly appreciate you for your generous support in the acquisition of the CNG buses for the armed forces. Those are the buses, those buses that are down to my right. Those black buses are all CNG buses that you made available. We have taken them and we're using them well, and they're performing very, very well. We really appreciate you, sir. The purchase of these vehicles, some of which are currently being used to convey our personnel and guests to this noble event, has greatly enhanced the lift capacity of the armed forces. Permit me to further appreciate the steadfast support and encouragement of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Rubadu, MNI, to the Armed Forces of Nigeria. I also wish to thank the Honorable Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badru Abakar, and the Minister of State, Dr. Bello Mohammed Matawale CON, for their unflinching support and guidance. I also would like to appreciate our dear landlord, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Yesin Nweke CON, and all other invited guests for facilitating with our beloved armed forces in this very important occasion. We also appreciate all members of the National Assembly for always being there for us, encouraging us and supporting us, making sure that we do what we're supposed to do. I want to seize this opportunity to also inform Mr. President that we have intensified our operations all across the theaters. As it has been mentioned a few days ago, in the Northwest, we have taken down 7 commanders that hitherto have been devastating the general area, including the second in command to Turji. This is just the beginning, and we are replicating this all over the theaters, including the South-South, to ensure that our oil production also enhances. We assure Mr. President that your mandate for us to achieve this feat will do, and we appreciate you for giving us all the support. We also greatly appreciate the efforts of past chiefs of defense staff, service chiefs, and all those who have longed for a great day like this. We appreciate you. We are building on what you have left behind. As we perform this groundbreaking ceremony for the new Armed Forces Complex, let it symbolize not just bricks and mortar, but a legacy of project of Mr. President's renewed hope agenda. May this moment also reflect our resolve to work together and assiduously to bring this edifice to fruition. Let this renewed Armed Forces Headquarters Complex be a national monument, a beacon of strength and resilience for all who serve and are serving in this great armed forces of Nigeria. Finally, I want to, on behalf of the officers and men of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, reaffirm our absolute and unflinching loyalty to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to once again assure Your Excellency, sir, that the Armed Forces of Nigeria shall not relent in our efforts to combat insecurity headlong. We are doing that and will continue to do that. The road ahead might be fraught with challenges, but together we will overcome. Thank you all for being here today as we embark on this all-important journey, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
That was a welcome address by the Chief Host, the Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria. Please may I request we give the CDS a resounding applause. Next item on our program is remarks by our own minister, the Honorable Minister of Defense, His Excellency Alhaji Muhammad Badr Abubakar, CON, MNI. The Honorable Minister, sir.
Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Your Excellency, the Senate President, Godswin Opabio, heavily represented by our own chairman, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense, Ahmed Lawal. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on a protocol well laid out by the MC. It is my great honor to be at this momentous groundbreaking ceremony for the new Armed Forces Complex here in Asokoro. This state-of-the-art facility will represent a significant milestone in our nation's commitment to strengthening our defense capabilities and fostering greater synergy and collaboration among armed forces. I must first and foremost express our profound gratitude to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering support and visionary leadership in making this project a reality. Mr. President, your dedication to providing an enabling environment for Ministry of Defense and our armed forces to work in harmony has been truly remarkable. Since taking office, Mr. President has demonstrated an unparalleled commitment to enhancing our operational effectiveness of our armed forces. His administration has prioritized the modernization of our armed forces, recognizing that a well-equipped and motivated armed forces is essential for addressing the complex security challenges of the 21st century. Mr. President, you are resolved to improving the Nigerian Armed Forces infrastructure is evident in this monumental project. This new project will serve as a hub for inter-service cooperation, fostering the spirit of jointness that is crucial for modern warfare and national defense. I believe by bringing together the services under one roof, we are not just constructing a complex, we are building the foundation for enhanced strategic military planning and operational synergy. It is pertinent to note that President Tinubu's approach to defense goes beyond physical infrastructure. His administration has championed initiatives to boost the morale and welfare of our service personnel, from reviewing and approving regulatory framework, improving living conditions, providing state-of-the-art equipment, arms and ammunition, and many platforms, to providing an enabling environment for the defense industrial complex to thrive. The President has shown a deep understanding of the holistic nature of our armed forces, of the needs of our armed forces. His hands-on approach and regular engagement with the leadership of the armed forces have provided the strategic guidance and support necessary for effective operations. This new complex is a testament to the President's vision of modern, agile, and technologically advanced military. It will house state-of-the-art command and control facilities, enabling better coordination and rapid response to emerging threats. The complex will also include advanced training simulators and research facilities, ensuring that our armed forces remain at the cutting edge of military science and strategy. Furthermore, this project aligns with the President's broader economic agenda, where both formal and informal jobs will be created from the execution of this project for economic growth of our nation. As we embark on this groundbreaking ceremony today, we are laying the foundation of a new era of excellence and inter-service cooperation in the armed forces. This complex will stand as a symbol of our nation's commitment to unity, peace, security, and progress. Once again, On behalf of the Ministry of Defense and the entire members of the Armed Forces, I thank you, Mr. President, for your steadfast support and visionary leadership. Your efforts in providing an enabling environment for the armed forces to work in harmony is deeply and deeply appreciated and will undoubtedly yield dividends for our national security. I thank you and God bless.
Please, let's appreciate our own, the Honorable Minister of Defense. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The next item on our program is introduction of the project content by project managers, Julius Berger, Nigeria Limited. On this note, may I invite the MD, Julius Berger, Dr. Pierre Lubash. Julius Berger is a company known for its reputation of timely delivery of projects, even if they are not financially mobilized. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, please allow me to adapt existing protocols as they were laid out by the MC. I'm deeply honored to welcome you all to this historic occasion, the official groundbreaking ceremony for the new permanent site of the Armed Forces Headquarters Complex. Today's event is a significant milestone in the continuing effort to strengthen Nigeria's security apparatus by providing a new centralized infrastructure for the headquarters of defense and all three arms of Nigeria's armed forces, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, to carry out their critical role in safeguarding Nigeria. Your Excellency, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you and your visionary leadership and steadfast commitment to addressing the challenges facing the nation, especially via the renewed Hope Agenda. Your bold and decisive actions in the fight against insecurity, in addition to the work you have done in reforming the forex market, increasing minimum wage, and ensuring critical infrastructure are all much appreciated enablers of socio-economic advancements and stand as a testament to your dedication in charting a path towards a more stable, secure, and prosperous Nigeria. We congratulate you on these continued successes and commend you for your approval of this landmark project. I also wish to express my deep appreciation to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, OFR, for its unwavering dedication and tireless efforts in driving this project to realization. Your commitment to advancing the operational capacity of the armed forces is exemplary and reflects a deep sense of patriotism. Your leadership has been instrumental to this project, and we are grateful for the vital role you hold in this success. Thank you very much for your efforts. The new Armed Forces Headquarters Complex will be constructed to the highest standards to support the complex and dynamic security requirements of a rapidly developing nation. The project is designed with 4 buildings of a total cross-floor area of more than 100,000 square meters, so it's huge, including offices, meeting rooms, operational centers, libraries, gyms, canteens, and additional specialized services and facilities to accommodate about 3,000 personnel. All structures are interconnected for improved communication between the entities. In addition, the development will also feature a 1,500 capacity conference hall. On the other side, the overall infrastructure will be very modern and state-of-the-art, tailored to enhance efficiency and effectiveness of the armed forces as they fulfill their mission to protect the nation. Julius Berger is sincerely honored to be the contractor of choice for this iconic project. For more than 60 years, we have been entrusted with the construction of priority infrastructure in Nigeria, and for 60 years, we have delivered reliably with highest integrity and professionalism. With the continued support of our esteemed clients and stakeholders, we are confident that Julius Berger will exceed expectations in constructing the new Armed Forces Headquarters Complex that stands as a symbol of national pride and strength. I would be most honored to later introduce the model to you, Mr. President, over there. May I at this junction also deliver my greetings from our board and executive management of our company, Julius Berger Nigeria PLC, on this special occasion. And I also pay my sincere respect to the members of the armed forces and families and all their love and sacrifices. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, MD Julius Berger. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually coming to the high point of this historic event. But before we listen to the address by the Commander-in-Chief, permit me to state that immediately after the address by the Commander-in-Chief, the Chief of Defense Staff will come to the podium and make presentation to the President and Commander-in-Chief, and thereafter he will lead him to the venue for the groundbreaking ceremony. After the groundbreaking ceremony, the Chief of Defense Staff and guests on the front seat, service chiefs, will also join him for a group photograph. After that, the CDS will lead the C&C to the point where he will inspect the made in Nigeria military vehicles. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to invite the Chief of Defense Staff, or to request the Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria, to invite the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to present his address. The CDS, sir.
I have the singular pleasure of inviting the Commander-in-Chief for his address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Musa. Thank you. Your Excellencies, the honorable ministers, members of the National Assembly here present, members of the Executive Council, particularly Minister of Defense, Chief of Defense Staff, all other officials of the armed forces, and particularly the keepers of our home front, the wives here present. Let me first of all say thank you to all of you for keeping us happy and productive, both at the job and at home. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and leaders, past leaders here present, We are gathered here today for the groundbreaking ceremony of the Armed Forces Complex. First, as mentioned earlier, let me say thank you to the FCT Minister, Nwike, for strategically locating us here. We say thank you. The Armed Forces Complex is to honor the unbroken spirit and dedication of the men and women who serve our great nation. Thank you for that unbroken spirit. Thank you for what you have been doing for the country to keep us safe and building our confidence for a respectable, peaceful Nigeria. On this occasion, we open a new chapter in our nation's commitment to ensuring the safety and security of our people. For all you, the officers, leaders, men and women of armed forces, I stand here to say thank you. Thank you for the improvement we have seen and the security, effectiveness, and the danger you faced most of the time. I follow your news regularly, and I appreciate what you are doing. With pride, I am happy to say the Nigerian Armed Forces is cohesive and coherent and ready to battle all sorts of insurgencies, and we will continue to win. I'm deeply moved and filled with pride and gratitude for the men and women who wear the uniform of armed forces, using this to warn those who have raised challenges against our men and women of the armed forces, that under the collaboration, leadership of CDS, CG Musa, whoever, who stand guard with the service chiefs and men against the evil forces that seek to retard our cherished peace and development. I salute you, and I'm ready to back you. You never lost any battle. This one, you will win and win again. Your dedication, courage, and resilience to protect our freedoms and uphold the very principle upon which our nation was founded is commendable. You exemplify loyalty, excellence in every endeavor, serving as a shining beacon of hope and strength for all citizens. We recognize the burden you bear and the challenges you face. You stand ready to respond to any threat, ensuring peace, stability, and security of our country. One thank you is not good enough. I say thank you, and thank you all over again. It is fitting that a grateful nation honors your sacrifices with state-of-the-art facility that reflects the high standard demanded of you. Under the banner of our Renew Hope administration, I reaffirm my commitment to building a well-equipped and truly professional military that embodies our nation's pride. In this regard, I have authorized measures to enhance our operational effectiveness, including procuring critical equipment. As many of you know, the facilities housing our defense and services headquarters at Area 10, Gaki, for over 3 decades were intended as a temporary office. Over the years, our armed forces have continued to adapt to dealing with new threats. The complex has become inadequate and inappropriate for many reasons. The only way to say thank you and encourage you is therefore for us to recognize the necessity of a comprehensive infrastructure development that will reflect the present and future demand of your time. You're safeguarding our nation and we are protecting our democracy. Once again, thank you. As we break the ground on this armed forces complex, that it symbolizes our nation's respect and administration for your unwavering service and our dedication to providing the resources you need to function better. This edifice, when completed, will not only stand as a center of loyalty, but a national monument that every Nigerian will be proud of. It will be a hub of excellence, re-energizing able leaders who are committed to safety of our citizens. And our nation's economy continue to improve, our armed forces will will better be repositioned to respond to the mandates enshrined in our Constitution, ensuring a secure future for our nation and next generation. I am particularly proud to share that our efforts in developing a military-industrial complex have begun to yield positive results. This initiative is driven by significant research and development by the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria, the Command Engineering Depot of the Nigerian Army, and the private entities such as EPOL and Proforce have enhanced our domestic defense capabilities. Thus, with great pride and pleasure, I announce the assembly of this displaced tactical mid-mine research ambush protected MARP vehicles and armored personnel carriers produced in Nigeria. They testify to the advancement pride in our defense sector. These vehicles will not only boost our armed forces' operational efficiency, but will also enhance our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, as we lay the foundation for this complex and set sail on this exciting journey of transformation and renewal, let us also lay down our markers of hope for our service members and their families, hope for the future of our security, and hope for a stronger Nigeria. Together we shall take pride in what we commence building here today. It will be bricks and mortar and a legacy of strength, determination, and unity. This groundbreaking event, coming on the heel of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, shall be an enduring honor, especially to those who have laid down their lives for the peace and security of Nigeria. It is also an honor for the injured. As your Commander-in-Chief, I pledge to support our troops and their families. With this project, I affirm my commitment to ensure that the first phase, which should commence immediately, is completed in the life of this administration. I therefore call upon each of you to embrace this moment and contribute to the success of this project. Let us move hand in hand. You've shown us good leadership, great synergy, collaboration among various segments of the armed forces, that you can achieve greatness. Nigerians are grateful, and particularly myself, once again, I'm grateful and pleased with what we are doing. Thank you to all of you. Let us move hand in hand with renewed hope forward to a brighter future. We are here. Thank you very much. God bless the armed forces of Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless our men and women in the line of duty. God protect them. May your happiness continue to shine upon Nigeria. Thank you.
Permission of the CDS, may I request we please stand and give a standing ovation for the Commander-in-Chief for all his support to the armed forces of Nigeria. A standing ovation. Now it's time for a special presentation to the special guest of honor. Please be seated. The second one, second presentation.
Hey, Ozzy, take out.
Thank you very much, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief. At this point, may I request the Chief of Defense Staff to please lead the CNC to the groundbreaking. May I once again announce that only the front seat service chiefs, Inspector General of Police, DG DSS, and DG NIA are expected to accompany the CNC for the groundbreaking. Is there? After the groundbreaking, there will be a group photograph.
Disappointment on this one. So this one. Sí, ya se come. Yo la inglés con mi cosa, con esta I wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm directed to announce that all those going for the commissioning of Bola Ahmed Tinubu barracks should please proceed immediately. All those for commissioning of Bola Ahmed Tinubu barracks should please proceed immediately. Immediately after the inspection by Mr. President, we will observe national anthem before departure of Mr. President.
getting low patronage from the armed forces. So sometimes, until recently, when we started having support from the, I would like to be able to, if you can give the opportunities, I would like to make one request from you, sir. If you can give me the honor, sir, to do a 10-minute presentation, I can guarantee you to show you how we can be able to achieve self-sufficiency in local production of hardware, both in the military and in the civil. So the Nigerian youth have a lot
Please,
of
may
capacity.
I request we all remain on our seats.
I've been mentoring a lot.
Please, may I request we remain on our seats and await C-in-C's departure.
What I just want is the opportunity. Just trust me and try me and see what can be done, sir. Just try and see.
Please, let's have our seats. Please, Mr. President is still on ground. May I request we please remain seated until after the national anthem and Mr. President's departure. Only service chiefs are expected to go ahead of Mr. President for the commissioning of the next project. Sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Now why is there?
Who will give me up for national anthem? Huh?
This man, you just disappear and you refuse to call me.
I mean, who will give us up for national anthem? Because I can't see here. Well, I won't know here. Ban, please start getting ready for national anthem. Start getting ready.
What?
Come. national anthem. On behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, Armed Forces of Nigeria, General Christopher Gwabi Musa, OFR, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for finding time to grace this historic occasion. Particularly, we appreciate the President and Commander-in-Chief for sparing time out of his tight schedule to be for the groundbreaking ceremony. I want to thank all the honorable ministers, members of the National Assembly, our former chiefs of defense staff, our former chiefs of army staff, all principal staff officers from defense and service headquarters, head of other security organizations, and other distinguished guests. I remain